Okay, today is July 30th, Sunday, about 11 o'clock in the morning, about 82, 84 degrees out here, pretty warm. I haven't had a lot of time to be in the field lately. I'm going to go out and scout today, see how pollination went, and I'm going to be placing out my Ferrocon traps, see what kind of rootworm pressure that we have out there. And if you look at the plot, it looks great. It looks fantastic from out here, so we'll see what it looks like in the field. I'm flying on the Polish drone today. I haven't had a chance to get my drone yet. I've been really busy at work, but here's some important dates. 5/8 I planted it. We had put down anhydrous pre-plant, and then I put down about 250 pounds of mixture of MAP, potash, AMS, and zinc in my fertilizer with the planter. The week of 5/20 we had some serious rain. We had about 4 inches, even though this is pattern tiled. It still washed and ponded, just a few little tiny drown outs, but it's all right. Top dressed on 6/9 right before windstock, and then that Sunday morning we got the rain to wash the top dress in. The top dress I put down 100 pounds of urea, 100 pounds of AMS, and 150 pounds of potash. And then on that morning, that Sunday, 6/11, we got the hail that defoliated this up to 90% out here. It's pretty ugly. And then just last Monday, I hired a plane. He put Trivapro on out here. So we're gonna go out, check it out, place these traps, and see what we can find. It does look fantastic, both sides of the trail back here. So I'm gonna go out and see what I can find. Okay, I got my Ferrocon traps placed out here, sticky traps. We're gonna see what we can do. This field has been corn 3 years in a row, 2 years in a row, no, 3 years in a row. 2014 it was prevent plant. Otherwise, the last time it was beans out here would have been 2012. Harvested 72 bushel beans out of here. So this corn looks fantastic. If we get down low here, I can show you some of the early hail damage that's in there on some of these leaves that recovered pretty nicely. We do have some plants that are twisted up, like this guy here. He got hit real early and he basically got taken out, so he'll be stand reduction. But I think we probably still have 25 to 30,000 plants out here. It's going to depend on the variety, and as you can see down here, we're green all the way to the bottom. And if I scratch the dirt a little bit here, we got good moisture down here. We just got some more rain again the other day. We're sitting at real good as far as moisture is concerned. Very high potential out here. I'm going to be really disappointed if I can't break at least 200. I have a lot more in mind than that, but we're going to need some rain and some help to get there. You don't get big yields just out of thin air. It's going to take some time to get that. So I'm going to start scouting everything else out here now. Alright, so I just spent about 20 minutes here scouting these 4 hybrids. The 5467, the 36G, and the 5F196 are all double pros. I didn't put down anything for rootworm out here. I want to see how this does in continuous corn out here. I randomly pulled 1 cob from each. Can't make any predictions from this whatsoever, but that's what I got for kernel counts. I'm thinking maybe my kernel counts will be a little low. Not as many kernels around. I could care less, but I'm thinking some of that stress from the hail early on is going to have my kernels around kind of low. I took the 4 cobs here and just set them on the ground so you can see. The one on top up there is the LG, that one's the NK, that one is the NewTek, and this one is the Cropland. So we'll see how they do. The NK36G does show a little bit of nitrogen deficiency possibly, so I'm thinking maybe that one likes N. Be something I'll be watching for the season. As far as the stocks go, the 5467 and the Cropland 3705 have have stocks that are very similar. The NewTek and the NK, the stocks are just a little bit weaker. Absolutely nothing to be concerned about there though, just kind of making an observation. So I'm gonna go check out the other 4 early ones and see how they're doing. Okay, just got done scouting these 4. 99, 98, new Pioneer number, 47, 47 DeKalb. Supposed to be a fantastic corn on corn. That's also a pretty new number. Rank 595, Smart Stack. It's a 99 day, and then Gold Country here is also a 99 day. So 3 99 days, and the DeKalb was a 97. Kernel counts all very similar. Like I said, I just grabbed a random cob, and that's what I ended up with. You'll see the same when I pan to the ground here. Them are just in order there. So you got the Pioneer on top, then the DeKalb, and the Rank seems to have a lot bigger kernels than the other ones, so maybe it's a little further along. And then the Gold Country. So with the stock strength, I'm gonna say right now that without a doubt the Gold Country has some super stiff stocks on it. Probably followed by the DeKalb and Rank are real close, and then the Pioneer has a little more forgiving stock. This plot was hit with a couple of different winds, and I'm going to show you down here on this Pioneer one. You can see this stock right here is kind of gooseneck. That's from early season wind that we had. Kind of root lodged some of this stuff. So it seems to be putting on a nice ear though, this plant. So I guess it's nothing to really be concerned about. Big yield potential out here yet. They all look super healthy. I don't see any rootworm out here. I don't see any real leaf disease developing yet, so hopefully we got a monster coming out here. Okay, I've moved on to the late season plot here, checking it out. And this is what I got for kernel counts. Once again, just grabbed a random cob. These are all pretty close in stock strength, every single one of them, except for the Gold Country. Has probably got better stocks, stronger stocks than the rest of them. They're stiffer than them. Cropland we had last year, the Pioneer we had last year, the Gold Country we had last year. All very good corn. Expecting big things out of all of them. I'm gonna pan down here and show you down on the ground here. You can see these few stalks right here are leaned over a little bit. They're tipped over. This is the cropland. It was tipped over from one of those windstorms we had, and if I pan over right here to the right, I'm going to show you this plant here. This is one that was taken out by that early hailstorm. It's all twisted up and never came out of it. If I went over a few rows, I could show you some green snap on the other ones. Got just a little touch of green snap on all of these out here, but overall they do look excellent, healthy. Boy, there's a real big yield out here if we get a few more rains. Okay, I just finished scouting the last 4 here. The LG is a little further behind than the rest of them. It was a slow starter. I assume at some point it'll catch up. It takes all season, that's fine. The Rank has a little better stock strength than the other 3. It's not huge, but it's definitely noticeable. So once again, we just grabbed random kernels, or cobs, excuse me. And the Rank is the only one on the late side here that is going to be a double pro. So we'll see how it does in this 3rd year corn. No insecticide, no nothing. It's kind of an experiment. We want to see how it finishes. And these are the cobs. They're laying there just in order. The top one is the LG. The second one from the top is the Bex. Then the Rank and the NewTek. So we'll see how it does. And as you can see right there, this is the LG 5505. It's got a little bit of root lodging from that storm we had right before pollination. They all have it, every single variety out here. Some are worse, some are better. So there's a little bit on each of them. So we'll see how we do out here.